Hello, welcome to IT Expert YouTube video series. Today we are going to talk about Git. What is Git? Git is an open source distributed version control system. It is designed to handle minor to major projects with high speed and efficiency. It is developed to coordinate the work among the developers. The version control allows us to track and work together with our team members at the same workspace. Git is foundation of many services like GitHub and GitLab, but we can use Git without using any other Git services. Git can be used privately and publicly. Git is easy to learn, and has fast performance. It is superior to other SCM tools like Subversion, CVS, Perforce, and ClearCase. How to use Git. The version control tool Git available in your development environment. If you are converting an existing project into a Git repository, you can proceed to Step 2. Step 1. Creating your workspace. Otherwise, you can begin by creating a new working directory. Syntax: mkdir testing. Next, move into that working directory. Syntax: cd testing. Once inside that directory, you will need to create a sample file to demonstrate Git functionality. You can create an empty file with the touch command. Syntax: touch file. Once all your project files are in your workspace, you will need to start tracking your files with Git. The next step explains that process. Step 2. Converting an existing project into a workspace environment. You can initialize a Git repository in an existing directory by using the git init command. Next, you will need to use the git add command in order to allow your existing files to be tracked by Git. For the most part, Git will never track new files automatically. So git add is a necessary step when adding new content to a repository that Git has not previously tracked. Syntax: git add command. You now have an actively tracked Git repository. Each of the steps will be consistent with a regular workflow for updating and committing to an existing Git repository. Step 3. Creating a commit message. Each time you commit changes to a Git repository, you will need to provide a commit message. Commit messages summarize the changes that you have made. Commit messages can never be empty, but can be any length. Some people prefer to use very long and descriptive commit messages, although some platforms like GitHub make it easier to read shorter commit messages. If you are importing an existing project to Git for the first time, it is typical to just use a message like initial commit. You can create a commit with the git commit command. There are two important parameters of the above command. The first is -m, which signifies that your commit message, in this case initial commit, is going to follow. Secondly, the -a signifies that your commit should include all added or modified files. Git does not treat this as the default behavior, but when working with Git in the future, you may default to including all updated files in your future commits most of the time. In order to commit a single file or a few files, you could have used. In the next step, you will push this commit to a remote repository. Step 4. Pushing changes to a remote server. Up until this point, you have worked exclusively in your own environment. You can, in fact, still benefit from using Git this way, by using advanced command line functionality in order to track and revert your own changes. However, in order to make use of its popular collaboration features on platforms like GitHub, you will need to push changes to a remote server. The first step to being able to push code to a remote server is providing the URL where the repository lives and giving it a local name. To configure a remote repository and to see a list of all remotes, use the git remote command. The first command adds a remote, called origin, and sets the URL. Once you have a remote configured, you are able to push your code. You can push code to a remote server by typing the following. In the future, when you have more commits to push, you can default to typing git push, which will inherit both the branch name, the remote name from your last push. Git benefits: saves time. Git is lightning fast technology. Each command takes only a few seconds to execute, so we can save a lot of time as compared to log in to a GitHub account. Offline working. One of the most important benefits of Git is that it supports offline working. If we are facing internet connectivity issues, it will not affect our work. In Git, we can do almost everything locally. Comparatively, other CVS like SVN is limited and prefer the connection with the central repository. Undo mistakes. One additional benefit of Git is we can undo mistakes. Sometimes the undo can be a savior option for us. Git provides the undo option for almost everything. Track the changes. Git facilitates with some exciting features such as diff, log, and status, which allows us to track changes so we can check the status. Compare our files or branches. Git status command. The git status command is our key to Git's mind. It will inform us of Git's thoughts and the state of our repository as seen by Git. When you are first getting started, you should always use the git status command. It is a good idea to start running it after any other command. This will assist you in learning Git. Avoiding making potentially inaccurate assumptions about the state of your files or repository. Depending on the state of your files, working directory, and repository, the Git status tool will display a lot of information. Git add command. To move files from the working directory to the staging index, use the git add command. The git add command saves your changes in a file to the staging area, allowing you to compare your local version to the remote repository version. Before committing your new or changed file, use the git add command to add it to the staging area. Git commit command. This command saves a log message along with the committed of the modifications made to the Git repository. The modifications are saved in your local repository with git commit. You must include a brief description of the changes made every time you commit your code changes. This commit message aids others in comprehending the changes made. Git push command. This command pushes the contents of your local repository to the remote repository you have added. This pushes your master branch commits to the newly added remote repository. If a named branch does not exist in the remote repository, it will be created. Git clone command. The command we will be doing on the terminal is git clone, which is how cloning is related to Git. The git clone command takes a path, typically a URL, to the Git repository you want to clone. The command is git clone, and the path to the Git repository you want to clone is passed as an argument. This is the URL for the project we will be working on throughout the course. Git clone produces a local working copy of a remote repository source code. When you clone a repository, the code is downloaded to your machine automatically. If you have permission, this command will add the original location as a remote location, allowing you to grab changes from it and push changes to it. Git branch. A branch is a version of the repository that diverges from the main working project to available in most modern version control systems. A Git project can have more than one branch. These branches are a pointer to a snapshot of your changes. When you want to add a new feature or fix a bug, you spawn a new branch to summarize your changes. So, it is complex to merge the unstable code with the main code base. Also facilitates you to clean up your future history before merging with the main branch. Git master branch. The master branch is a default branch in Git. It is instantiated when first commit made on the project. When you make the first commit, you are given a master branch to the starting commit point. When you start making a commit, then master branch pointer automatically moves forward. A repository can have only one master branch. Master branch is the branch in which all the changes eventually get merged back. It can be called as an official working version of your project. Operations on branches. We can perform various operations on Git branches. The Git branch command allows you to create, list, rename and delete branches. Many operations on branches are applied by Git checkout and Git merge command. So, the Git branch is tightly integrated with the Git checkout and Git merge commands. The operations that can be performed on a branch. Create branch. You can create a new branch with the help of the Git branch command. This command will be used as per shown in syntax. Output. This command will create the branch B1 locally in Git directory. List branch. You can list all of the available branches in your repository by using the following command. Either we can use git branch-list or git branch command to list the available branches in the repository. This command will be used as per shown in syntax. Output. Here, both commands are listing the available branches in the repository. The symbol star is representing currently active branch. Delete branch. You can delete the specified branch. It is a safe operation. In this command, Git prevents you from deleting the branch if it has unmerged changes. Command is as per show in syntax. Output. This command will delete the existing branch B1 from the repository. The git branch d command can be used in two formats. Another format of this command is git branch d. The git branch d command is used to delete the specified branch. Delete a remote branch. You can delete a remote branch from Git desktop application. Below command is used to delete a remote branch. Command is as per show in syntax. Output. As you can see in the above output, the remote branch named branch2 from my GitHub account is deleted. Switch branch. Git allows you to switch between the branches without making a commit. You can switch between two branches with the git checkout command. To switch between the branches, as per shown command is used. Switch from master branch. You can switch from master to any other branch available on your repository without making any commit. Output. As you can see in the output, branches are switched from master to branch 4 without making any commit. Switch to master branch. You can switch to the master branch from any other branch with the help of as per shown command. Output. As you can see in the above output, branches are switched from branch 1 to master without making any commit. Rename branch. We can rename the branch with the help of the git branch command. To rename a branch, use the command as per shown. Output. As you can see in the above output, branch 4 renamed as renamed B1. Merge branch. Git allows you to merge the other branch with the currently active branch. You can merge two branches with the help of git merge command. As per shown command is used to merge the branches. Output. From the above output, you can see that the master branch merged with renamed B1. Since there are made no commit before merging, so the output is showing as already up to date. Git trunk. Trunk-based development is a version control management practice where developers merge small, frequent updates to a core trunk or main branch. Developers can create short-lived branches with a few small commits, compared to other long-lived feature branching strategies. As codebase complexity and team size grow, trunk-based development helps keep production releases flowing. Benefits of Git trunk. Trunk-based development is a required practice for continuous integration. If build and test processes are automated but developers work on isolated, lengthy feature branches that are infrequently integrated into a shared branch. Continuous integration is not living up to its potential. Allows continuous code integration. Ensures continuous code review. Enables consecutive production code releases. Git conflict resolution. There are a few steps that could reduce the steps needed to resolve merge conflicts in Git. The easiest way to resolve a conflicted file is to open it and make any necessary changes. After editing the file, we can use the git add command to stage the new merged content. The final step is to create a new commit with the help of the git commit command. Git will create a new merge commit to finalize the merge. Git commands to resolve conflicts. Git log merge. The git log merge command helps to produce the list of commits that are causing the conflict. Git diff. The git diff command helps to identify the differences between the state's repositories or files. Git checkout. The git checkout command is used to undo the changes made to the file, or for changing branches. Git reset mixed. The git reset mixed command is used to undo changes to the working directory and staging area. Git merge abort. The git merge abort command helps in exiting the merge process and returning back to the state before the merging began. Git reset. The git reset command is used at the time of merge conflict to reset the conflicted files to their original stategit log merge. Any question? Any comment? Thank you for watching this video. We provide hands-on training with labs, homework, group projects. Prepare you for the certification. Provide real projects. Internship opportunities. Support you and resume LinkedIn. Staffing support. Provide tech references. In-person online class. Class retake options and more. Call us at 847-350-9034 for your free career consultation meeting. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest videos.